Thank you all for taking time out of your day to listen as I share the state of Stratford. I'm excited to provide several updates and insights into the workings of our town. It is an honor to serve as mayor of such a wonderful and evolving town with an incredibly diverse community, and I thank all residents and business owners for your collaboration with our town government over the last year, helping us to expand and improve our departments and services as we work towards our goals for the town's future. As we're heading into the warmer, brighter months, it's fitting to take a look at all of our past accomplishments to see what we can improve upon as we look into Stratford's future. I'm incredibly proud of the passion in our town to make our community as successful and vibrant as possible. Special thanks to our members of our town council who have supported our budget policies over the past 5+ years, successfully passing the previous town budgets and providing the crucial funding for our departments without overburdening our hardworking taxpayers. I am very grateful for the partnership, allowing us to provide a reduction in the mill rate and taxes during those 5 years. When I became mayor, I knew it was imperative to provide the taxpayers of Stratford relief from the endless cycle of tax increases. While this year's budget is a slight shift from the previous 5-year trend, it balances the realities of what we're faced with in the current economic climate and the challenges that come with it. Our goal of streamlining and finding efficiencies across departments, and our number one concern, to minimize the financial impact on our hardworking residents and businesses of Stratford. I'm proud of the budget that this administration and various departments work tirelessly to put together, keeping the town's residents top of mind while also striving to ensure every department has the resources to provide the top service to our residents and businesses. We continue to find ways to be more efficient across departments and outside of our daily operations. We've taken a strategic approach to apply and receive more grants for infrastructure, sustainability, resiliency, flood and stormwater management, conservation and community service projects. These projects define our priorities when we look towards the future and quality of life in Stratford, encompassing the whole wellness of the town as we move forward. My administration's commitment to professionalism, transparency, and efficiency regarding our finances and operations is championed by our CAO, Chris Timniak, and Finance Director, Dawn Savo. Under their management, we are constantly addressing and adjusting our efforts in order to have the most efficient and lean operations possible. I'm happy to report that our grand list has grown 2.86% over 2021 to over $143 million. One of the most robust ways we've been moving the town forward is through our Office of Community and Economic Development under the direction of Mary Dean. This team has been very busy working with developers, our environmental and conservation team, and new businesses to create opportunities for economic growth across the town. Additionally, we've embarked on 2 significant town developmental projects this past year. Currently, we are in the process of completing the updates to our Plan of Conservation and Development, known as POCD, and we are in the beginning phase of an official rewrite of our zoning regulations. We are grateful for all the public input we received during the initial launch of the POCD update, and thank all who came out and spoke up for the love of their town. Your insight helped guide our discussions around the POCD goal of managing the town's growth and conserving resources. We will have a final draft of Plan Stratford POCD later this month and look forward to sharing it with you for a final opportunity to provide feedback. This will be our roadmap for the next 10 years, and it covers everything from our goals for housing, land use, zoning, our conservation and environmental efforts, our educational development, economic growth, and our dedication to health and community services. As I mentioned before, we're in the initial discussions around the official rewrite of our zoning regulations. I look forward to keeping you all updated and providing full transparency as we navigate the much-needed update to these regulations, which will shape much of Stratford's future. We continue to work on the 77-acre Stratford Army Engine Plant site. As we anticipate this conveyance, the town is working on a comprehensive design of a waterfront linear park for public access along the breathtaking coastline abutting the property. We cannot wait for the day that Stratford residents and friends can take advantage of this beautiful part of our town, and we will keep you updated on the progress as much as possible. I'd like to express my gratitude for the collective patience of residents who have been waiting for this moment for quite some time. We have multiple properties currently being remediated and developed by private developers, such as the former Ross and Roberts site on West Broad Street and an additional large buildings on Lordship Boulevard. The site of the former Center School was approved for a TOD housing project granted to Romano Brothers Builders. Additionally, complete streets improvements providing pedestrian-friendly streetscapes begin this summer on Main Street from Harvey Place through Barnum Avenue. The second phase, Complete Streets 2, will follow, connecting the pedestrian and bicycle paths up through Paradise Green. Connecticut's Office of Policy and Management is fully funding both projects. Stratford's largest employer, Sikorsky Aircraft, remains focused on growth both at their plant and with their suppliers. Sikorsky is confident that they're likely to grow in the coming years due to the ongoing Black Hawk support and production of the heavy lift rescue helicopters, such as the CH-53K. Sikorsky is also focusing on producing a new armed scout helicopter for the Army. You can see progress of Parkway Plaza Riders Landing next door to Sikorsky, with property being cleared to make way for a development which will include retail, offices, and a waterfront hotel. This will begin with Starbucks, which plans to open by Labor Day. We have been happy to welcome a variety of locally owned cafes and delis from Bagel Boutique, Tiffany's Place, Cutting Wedge, Jolly Chicken, and House of Flavors over the last few months. Other new businesses we've welcomed throughout Stratford's numerous neighborhoods include Optimus Healthcare, Lindsay's Early Learning Center, Platinum Plus, Force 3 Pro Gear, Hershey's Cuts, and Divine Soul Bodywork, to name a few. Development of Stratford Avenue Honeyspot Road roundabout is anticipated to start in 2024. Along with improving vehicular traffic, plans are to enhance pedestrian traffic with improved sidewalks and lighting from Stratford to Bridgeport Line to Main Street. There have been several sales of property along Stratford Avenue, with new businesses adaptively reusing older properties. We've also welcomed Connecticut Window, Film and Tinting and the Perez Tire Center to the neighborhood. I'm happy to report that the Raymark Superfund cleanup continues on schedule along the Ferry Boulevard and East Main Street corridors. The project will culminate with a cap of the Rubestis Ball Field earmarked for completion mid-2024, at which time the 24-plus acre property, including contract plating, will be ready for redevelopment. As I mentioned in the last State of the Town, we secured $3 million in funds from the State Bond Commission for the restoration of the Shakespeare property. We are working with DTC to bring proposals to the Town Council with development options. Our Public Works Department has made incredible strides in maintaining and beautifying the property with the help of residents who care for Will Geer's Shakespeare Garden, which includes a pollinator pathway garden. I encourage you to spend time on the property and in the garden, and to never pass up the chance to stop by the Shakespeare Market. Thank you as always to Tom Dillon and his family for volunteering countless hours to organize and run this market that brings thousands of residents and people from neighboring towns to Stratford every year. We have amazing natural resources of coastline marshes and wetlands in Stratford. Thanks to the efforts of our Planning and Zoning Administrator, Jay Hibansky, and Susmitha Atada, our town planner, Stratford is designated as a Class 8 community in FEMA's Community Rating System program, allowing residents in special flood hazard areas a 10% discount on their national flood insurance policies. In order to retain and improve our outstanding CRS rating, Planning and Zoning continue to apply for such grants such as the Repetitive Loss Analysis FEMA grant. Stratford was chosen as 1 out of 7 communities in Connecticut to be awarded the grant to conduct an analysis of properties repeatedly flooded in the special flood hazard areas of town. Our Department of Public Works, led by Director Renee Serra, is incredibly busy preparing the parks and fields and roads for Stratford residents and visitors. While not needing as many sand and plow trucks in operation during this mild winter, the lack of snow presented some challenges and additional upkeep by the Public Works, Highway, and Parks teams. Without snow to keep the debris in place, and with the windier and rainy days over the season, the department implemented additional cleanups of leaves and branches, inspections of trees and plantings, and oversight and management of unexpected flooding. The pothole crew has been on the roads every day. Sidewalks are being patched and curbs are being repaired, and brooks and streams are cleaned weekly. Our garage division continues to service our entire vehicle fleet, which consists of DPW trucks, police, fire, and EMS vehicles. Our parks division is currently in various phases on a number of playground projects, including upgrades to Johnson House and Franklin School, a playground replacement at Chapel School, and a new interactive playground system for the Birdseye Complex, which will be enjoyed by seniors, adults, young adults, and children. Park staff is currently cleaning up massive amounts of debris that washes ashore during the year that ends up at Shore Beach, the mouth of the river, and Long Beach. Our conservation division, led by Kelly Kerrigan, has several major areas of duty, including tree work, brownfields redevelopment, conservation and open space, stormwater compliance, and inland wetlands and watercourses. Currently, we're in year 2 of the Salt Marsh Stewards restoration efforts at Great Meadows Salt Marsh, made possible with a grant awarded by Audubon, Connecticut for around $28,000. I'm also happy to announce that the town of Stratford has been named a Tree City USA by the Arbor Day Foundation again this year. Many thanks to Kelly for her leadership and dedication to tree planting, pruning, stump removal, and all other aspects which allow us to have this Tree City designation yet again. The $150,000 Clean Water Act grant we received last year has allowed us to procure a consultant for the planning to begin the Bruce Brook watershed-based plan. 533 trees and shrubs were planted in the past year. We are entering our 7th year of the Unified Water Study by Save the Sound. We obtained our Climate Leader designation through Sustainable CT. A number of larger public works and engineering projects have been completed, and many are underway currently. The renovation of 5 sanitary sewer pump stations was recently completed, improving resiliency from coastal flooding, as well as full renovations of the buildings and equipment at Riders Lane, Peck's Mill, Benton Street, Short Beach, and Oak Bluff stations. The final design and permitting is underway for the Water Pollution Control Facility flood wall project to improve the resiliency of the treatment plant from coastal flooding. A $4 million grant is being secured to help fund improvements to the stormwater components at the Water Pollution Control Facility to protect the capacity of the plant during rainfall events. Improvements continue to be in focus for stormwater quality and correcting drainage issues. With an emphasis on stormwater quality, construction is set to begin on the installation of infrastructure to reduce the amount of stormwater discharging to the town system, in coordination with parking lot and paving projects at Baldwin Center, Bunnell High School. Improvements to the drainage on Seymour Avenue with the goal of achieving water quality and quantity goals are also planned this year. A study is underway to evaluate options to reduce rainwater runoff on the town's south end to improve stormwater quality and reduce the stress on the storm piping systems, thus mitigating certain flooding frequencies. In addition, a coastal resiliency study is underway for the south end to further detail recommended improvements to enhance the resilience to coastal flooding. Construction is currently underway of a new, large-capacity stormwater pumping station being performed by the EPA and U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, taking water from East Main Street and Frog Pond Lane. The extension of the Greenway Bikeway project from Beacon Point Road to West Broad Street will be completed this year, extending the bike trail connectivity from the Housatonic River to Main Street. Planning has begun on the proposed linear park along the Housatonic River fronting the Stratford Army Engine Plant. This would extend the Greenway Trail south to join up with the off-road path on Main Street leading to Short Beach Park. The following projects have been either completed or are near completion. Public Works is currently installing new benches at various locations throughout town. Additionally, the South End Community Center has a roof replacement starting any day. We will also be redoing the Baldwin Center parking lot, which will include improving the drainage. Our Celebrate Stratford schedule has DPW and our Economic Development departments busy preparing for the following events. The Recreation Division has also been preparing for a busy, active summer for Stratford. Please be on the lookout for your new beach sticker that will have your vehicle's license plate number printed on it. These will come with your car tax notices in the beginning of July. Our summer camp registration had a record of 1,200 plus registrants on the first day, which is April 17th. Playground camps, subsidized by the town, have more than 700 children registered for weekly camps with free lunch provided each day. The Pickleball Open Play Camp, which is indoors at Birdseye 4 days a week, has 125 residents registered. Our open swim at El Grasso Pool, which is free to residents 3 days a week, is full on most days. Our lifeguards and swim instructors teach more than 800 children and adults each year. There is a discounted rate provided for Stratford residents. The Recreation Division continues to offer multiple affordable co-ed programs for residents of all ages. We continue to provide free after-school programs at 2 locations, helping more than 200 families. I'd like to thank our entire DPW team for all their hard work over the fall and winter, for picking up our trash, and for their diligence and preparations for the coming months. I encourage all Stratford residents to enjoy our many parks, playgrounds, beaches, and our golf course. We are very lucky to have a Public Works department that puts so much care into our resources. You'll be amazed at the many offerings put on by Community and Senior Services Department, led by Tammy Trojanowski. Through a comprehensive schedule of programs, seminars, events, and community projects at the Baldwin Center, Birdseye Municipal Complex, and the South End Community Center, Tammy and her team have strengthened our capacity to support Stratford residents from all walks of life. Some critical initiatives include Stratford Strong workshops, an evening connecting residents with UI and Southern Connecticut gas representatives for one-on-one payment discussions, the Renters Rebate Program, and the South End Community Center offers fun and educational events, as well as the after-school and leadership and training programs. One critical way the department has been able to increase their work and projects to aid the community is through their advancement of procuring funding through grants for many of the services they provide, increasing their budget efficiency. To date, Community and Senior Services Department has been awarded around $2.7 million in grant fundings for projects, including almost $2.5 million for the South End Community Center renovation through the Connecticut Department of Community and Economic Development. Additional grants received include funding for the Senior and Disabled Transportation, outreach to isolated seniors, our Stratford Walks initiative, the South End Community Center Summer Soiree Program, individual and family outpatient counseling, the Juvenile Review Board, and the Stratford Partnership for Youth and Families that works to promote youth well-being. In addition to our robust community and senior services offering, our health department has been nationally recognized as a leader in continuing to promote health and well-being in the community, and continues to lead with new programs designed to inform and educate Stratford residents on wellness at all ages. Under the direction of Andrea Bosavane, the Stratford Health Department continues to be one of 3 accredited health departments in the state of Connecticut. The department has also received close to $1.1 million in grant funds this past year, with funding for the School-Based Health Center, Emergency Preparedness Campaign for Children and Volunteers, and an outreach education and vaccination program specifically targeting senior citizens and the disabled population. The Stratford Police Department continues to extend its outreach through communication and partnerships with the various communities and neighborhoods. Police Chief Joe McNeil and his Deputy Chief Paul DeSantos understand that the diverse makeup of Stratford means different needs and different ways to address those needs. Most significantly, the Stratford Police Department received grant funding for a social worker to join the PD team, in-house de-escalation training for all sworn officers, 13 replacement body-worn cameras and bulletproof vests. These resources are invaluable to aiding the department's work and transparency in its relationship with Stratford residents and businesses. The department's community outreach programs, such as our Police Activities League, continue to grow and evolve. The chief and his staff are resolved in the goal of connecting with at-risk youth and helping them through these programs and through all levels of school. With the help of our new in-house social worker and PAL leadership, the department is able to tailor programs to students who will benefit the most from mentoring. We expect PAL to have impacted over 1,000 students this year and continue to increase participation across school grades. The department also proceeds in partnership with the Stratford Board of Education to engage our youth and ensure our students excel. I am proud of our SRO program and the work the entire department has done to help schools, administrators, students, and their families during times of student crisis and where there is a need for police intervention. The Police Engagement Program has received accolades as a national model on how to educate citizens on reacting to police contact. Our dispatch unit, under the direction of J.P. Shudzinski, continues to implement new technologies where they make financial sense and assist in public safety. Our Emergency Medical Service, EMS, and its Executive Director, Mike Louise, is thrilled to report that Stratford EMS paramedic Michael Battistelli was selected by Bridgeport Hospital as the Provider of the Year for 2022. 2 of our Stratford crews, which include the fire department, have also been selected for Clinical Excellence Awards from the beginning of this year. This is the 4th time a Stratford EMS provider has been selected for the Provider of the Year since the inception of the award about 8 years ago. I believe this speaks volumes to the work our Stratford EMS puts into servicing the town every day, and I thank them for all that they do. I'm very grateful to report that Jermaine Atkinson's first year as fire chief has been incredibly successful, and we are grateful for his leadership since taking the position last July. I'd also like to recognize Deputy Fire Chief James Buck, who joined the department following Chief Atkinson's appointment. The department has gained strides in creating efficiencies and being a pillar of professionalism and aid across a number of emergency incidents in the town since last fall. The partnership with the American Red Cross to provide smoke alarms for every resident in need was incredibly successful, with the department distributing all of the alarms available. The department has also taken advantage of various grant initiatives, including most recently FEMA funding for live fire training. Thank you to Chief Atkinson and Deputy Chief Buck for the entire Stratford Fire Department for their proactive approach to efficient operations, high-quality service, not only in Stratford, but in mutual aid to our neighboring towns. Our Public Safety and Emergency Management team is in the capable hands of Public Safety Director Larry Ciccarelli. I applaud our entire Stratford Emergency Medical Services system for the cross-department collaboration and communications to ensure the highest quality of service for everyone in town. Our town clerk's office provides efficient and superb service to the residents of Stratford. Since March of 2022, the office has seen 9,091 land records transactions recorded. The town clerk's office continues their process of preserving Stratford's valuable historic records accurately, re-indexing older land record volumes and merging them into our online database. This allows for the public to easily research these records online and makes certain that these records will always be accessible. I am grateful to Susan Pollock and her team for their welcoming care of all residents and continued dedication to ensuring their office runs as smoothly and effectively as possible. I'd also like to congratulate Susan on her Athenian Fellow certification. Susan is one of only 3 active town clerks in the state of Connecticut that has this international designation. Our Human Resources Director, Ron Ng, has continued to streamline the employment application process. The department oversaw the training of all town employees in town management positions regarding implicit bias, diversity, equity and inclusion, and sexual harassment. The department has also assisted in the successful renewal of the police, dispatch, and fire union collective bargaining agreements. Ron has taken on the additional responsibility of our IT department and services as of last July. Thank you to Ron and his department for their dedication to both current and former employees of the town, for providing assistance for employment-related situations and issues, and ensuring that the taxpayers' investment in the employees of Stratford is protected. It is a privilege to serve Stratford as your mayor, and I am honored and grateful for your continued support. Everything that we do is in service to our hardworking Stratford residents and businesses. This town is able to run as smoothly as possible, and it has been an ever-evolving operation thanks to the contributions of our various departments, our residents, and our local organizations working collaboratively to find solutions and efficiencies. I am grateful for the elected volunteers who continue to serve their constituency. The passion, the communication, and the cooperation that I see each day makes Stratford a wonderful place to live. I am confident in the state of our town right now, and I look forward to seeing what's in store for Stratford's future. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and have a wonderful summer in Stratford.